Hey everyone, Andrew here, bringing you another video review, and today we're going to be doing Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Now, Batman, the Brave and the Bold is a new cartoon series that has come out for Batman. And this cartoon series is radically different from other Batman cartoons that we have seen. And I'll get into that later. But when comparing it, you really have to compare it to the other two big Batman series, which was The Batman, that was just out a few years ago, and then the Batman animated series, which is widely considered by many the best comic book TV show that has been, and I believe so too. Now, Batman the Brave and the Bold is a play off the comics Brave and the Bold, where in the cartoon, Batman teams up with a different superhero every time to take on a different villain every time. Now, I think this is an absolutely fantastic idea. The reason why I say that is if you go way back to the 90s, you know, DC really only had two strong comic book TV shows. That was the Batman animated series and Superman the animated series. I mean, there was obviously others like Static Shock and Zeta Project, and well, those two weren't even comic books. They were kind of to play off the animated universe, but they really only had the Batman and Superman series. Whereas you take Marvel, they had Spider-Man, X-Men, which were their two big ones. They had Fantastic Four, Iron Man, the Hulk, Silver Surfer. I mean, they had a ton of shows, which really promoted their superheroes a lot. Now, if DC really wanted to promote their superheroes a lot to a new audience that may not necessarily be ready for comic books, TV is the best way to do it. So, I think it's a great idea that you have a well-established superhero like Batman teaming up with maybe lesser-known superheroes every week, like the Blue Beetle, Green Arrow, Plastic Man, Fire and Ice, you know, Booster Gold, stuff like that. Comic book characters that may not be known to the wider audience that aren't comic book fans. I mean, if you go down to someone that isn't a comic book fan, they'll name off, well, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, maybe The Flash, but they're not going to know the lesser known people. And if you really want to target a younger audience, I think this is a great thing. I think it's also fun because you get to see a different superhero every week. This show is very much lighter at heart, too. It's not as dark and gritty as the animated series was, and it has kind of a Golden Age-like tone to it. A lot of the characters are drawn like they were in the Golden Age. If you look at the Batman, he's kind of drawn like the Golden Age Batman was. Even the jaw looks like Golden Age Batman. If you look at the Green Arrow, he has the red gloves that he did in the Golden Age. So I think it's very nice that they did the show kind of old school, yet it is set kind of in a modern continuity like feel. Not the modern continuity, but in a feel of that, where you have stuff like the Blue Beetle that is very high tech and he has kind of a new age like feel to him. Now, I've only seen a few episodes of it so far, but I have to say I have been impressed. The acting by the voice actors are very well done. Batman is actually voice acted by one of the people that was on the Drew Carey show. I forget his name and who he played. I think it was I forget. I think it was the one with the black hair that dated the chick for a while. It's been a long time since I've seen the Drew Carey show. But he does a very good job at playing the Batman's voice. And all the people that play the different kind of superheroes play their voices very well. I also like to see that they have a lot of different kind of villains in. Like, I just watched the episode this morning with Plastic Man and Gorilla Grodd. I think they were very well done. Grodd's voice was different than what I would think Grodd's voice would be, but it was a pretty good voice. What else? The art design is very nice. Again, it's very cartoonish, it's very light at heart, but it's something that you need to have. I think it is a good show for kids. It's not going to appeal to adults maybe so much. It will appeal to comic book fans a lot, and it will appeal to the younger audience a lot. But that, again, that's what they're targeting, a younger audience. And I think the show is very nice in that. Again, I haven't seen many episodes, but I'm really eager to see where this show goes. Will it ever reach the heights of the animated series? No, I don't think it'll ever touch that. I don't think it's trying to touch that. I think it's trying to be its own thing. Will it ever be as popular as The Batman? I think it could be. The Batman was a good TV series, but it was not well received by every comic book fan or every Batman fan. Some people loved it, some people hated it, some people were like, with it. So, will it ever be as good as The Batman? It could. I think Batman Brave and the Bold has a good foundation, a good concept, great art design. and it really has a lot behind it. It's just a matter of where they take it. Now, I'm not going to say whether or not it will fly or not because I don't know. You know, a comic book show or any kind of show can start off really good and then completely suck later on. And it can start off sucking and then be completely awesome later on. So I'm not going to set my final opinions on this, but what I've seen so far, I really like. My favorite episode thus far has to be the Blue Beetle episode, because I like Blue Beetle. He's a cool character. So it was good seeing that, but I also want to point out that it's nice that they have this Batman not be a young Batman. He's an established Batman. Apparently the Justice League is around, and you know what else is good? Is they don't have any Batman villains in it. No, please, don't be shocked at all, because I love Batman villains, of course. But I feel as though they use too much, and it's great that in Brave and the Bold they're using different villains. I really want to see a Captain Cold Flash team up kind of thing. Well, not team up with Captain Cold, but I really want to see Mirror Master thrown in there, and you know, a few other stuff. You know, I don't know. There's tons of villains out there that really could be worked out well. Start with Psycho and Cersei's and all these different characters that I really want to see show up that Batman could team up with. I'm curious to see if they team Batman up with some of the more well-known superheroes like Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern. I don't think so. If they do that, it'll probably be later on in the show. But as of now, my opinion as of now is that the Batman Brave and the Bold is a good show, good concept, good art, and I see it going places. It just needs to stay on top of things, and I like the fact that it's standing alone away from the other series. It's not gritty like the Batman animated series was, but it's not like radically different like the Batman was. It's on its own, doing its own thing. I love the Golden Age feel to it. The modern continuity is my favorite continuity, but the Golden Age has such a great feel to it. So I have to say, Batman the Brave and the Bold, if you get a chance, check it out. I think it's on Cartoon Network. I don't know, I stumble across it every once in a while. I watched it online too. There's some episodes online. So if you get a chance, watch it, and just enjoy it. Don't be too critical of it. It's really just to have fun. So, with that said, I'll end this review here. This is Andrew saying, peace out for now.